Yo, what's up, YouTuber? Back with another horror reaction banger. I'm still getting used to these intros for the reaction, as you can see. I'll just face the camera a bit. Oh shit, that's a little bad. That's a little bit better. Today we're reacting to Clap Clap, a short horror film by, bro, what are these names? You guys can see them. It's this guy right here. Briskorky Films. I tried shit. And it's Clap Clap. Now I actually did play a Clap Clap game, you know what I'm saying, when you clap and the lights turn off. That didn't do too well. It's okay. It was a short game. You guys should check it out. It's a good game. Alright, let's get started. Let's go. Let's do this, chat. Our first reaction type shit. Thanks again for house sitting. Clap. Oh shit. So this is based, I think it's based off the game. Or the game is based off this. I don't know. Help yourself. Yeah, this is the exact same plot. Keep the lights on at night. Alright, I just want to make sure you guys don't overhear me. I think this is better, right? Right, chat? I'm putting the sensitivity down. Oh shit. I love that. I love that game mechanic. Yeah. Yep. I know behind the scenes they're like flicking it on and off, bro. That shit hilarious. Okay, this looks kind of mid, not gonna lie. Okay. Oh, a fish tank. I always wanted a fish tank, you know what I'm saying? I just think it's so cool to have like living animals and just their own little world in your room. You feel me? Okay, let's lock in, chat. So far, a whole lot of nothing. That's tough. Okay, it's nighttime. Keep the lights on. What is he watching? Lock in. Clap. Bro. Just keep the lights on, man. Like the thing said. Oh my gosh, he does not give a fuck. He does not. Yo. Just leave it on, bro. Just leave it on. Come on, bro. Respectfully, bro. All respects to this guy, but this is a weak ass monster, bro. I'm sorry. This is a weak ass. Like, what is this? I don't know. I don't know. Oh, that's crazy. Lock in. Clap wars. Clapathon. All that. Oh shit. Bro, come on, man. Lock in. This guy's feet. Clap. Clap. Nice. Damn, bro. This demon is going crazy. Up. Look up. Bro, how'd you get injured like that? I mean, I guess he's old, I think. I don't know. Yo, I saw that. Oh, let me put my camera back down. Damn. That's a little too bad. Yo, come on, bro. Weak ass protagonist. Alright guys, our next video is 3 true Twitch streamer horror shorts animated. I don't know why, but the films, they're alright, you know what I'm saying? They're alright. But yeah, this is made by IMR Scary Tales, so you know it's gonna be a banger. We're gonna watch 1 or 2 depending on how good it is, and then we're gonna go back to the last film because I have 1 more ready for y'all. Let's get to it.
I can never forget the feeling of his blood splattering across my face, or the empty look in his corpse's eyes as a pool of blood slowly spread from his head across the rest of his body. I'm sure he never imagined, at the time, that streaming could go this far. My name is Matthew.
Bro, people do anything for the clip. I'm like seeing it all over my feed, that people are like throwing hot sauce and shit at each other. You know what I'm saying? But to be honest, streaming it's evolving, bro. You know what I'm saying? It's becoming something bigger and comes with the best and the worst, you know what I'm saying?
Devonshire, and I come from 5 generations of successful architects, all the way to my father Jackson Devonshire, who had hoped I'd go to college and take over for him once he had retired. I, however, had other plans. And after graduating from high school, I made it clear to my parents that I wouldn't be going to college to become an architect, but was going to be a streamer instead.
What popped in my mind is like the backers were like, I am an architect. Oh my gosh, I can't speak. Sorry.
All my father had to say was, "This better be a joke, Matthew. That kind of decision is laughable, and I could never endorse that. You can paint me out to be the bad guy, hate me for a couple of years, but you're going to college, and one day, you'll thank me for it." I understood that, like most parents, my dad couldn't see the bigger picture. So shortly after that, I began my streaming career without my parents' approval, as I wouldn't let anything stop me from being one of the biggest on Twitch.
Damn. Okay.
After a few months of trying and failing with the usual methods like desktop games and Discord, I decided the next move was to go to IRL and hopefully gain more traction that way. One day, my IRL streaming took me to a local basketball game, and one guy in particular stood out. His name was Zachariah. After the game, I walked up to him, pretty excited, and struck up a conversation. "Hey man, you're pretty good. I'm talking NBA level good."
Damn.
"Thanks, man. Is the camera for YouTube or something?" "No, bro, I'm a streamer. Just started, but I'm gonna be one of the biggest eventually." "One of the biggest, huh? Well, that's pretty exciting. Do you have a team or manager, anything like that?" "Well, not yet. I'm just taking it one step at a time, honestly." "'Cause, you know, I've always been interested. Maybe we could team up. I could help you out."
Okay.
At this point, the conversation had gone on for much
I mean, honestly, he looks sketchy, but it's obviously not how he looks in real life.
longer than I'd anticipated,
You know what I'm saying?
and I wasn't planning on teaming up with someone I barely knew, so I declined. "Come on, man, you're not even gonna give me a chance? We could be good together, one of the biggest." At this point, he had closed the distance between us and was now tightly grabbing onto my arm while staring me in the eyes. His gaze was so intense that I wasn't sure if he was aware of how tightly he was holding on to me. "Yo, Zach, are we gonna play or what?" He seemed to snap out of it once his name was called, and I took advantage of the moment, said goodbye, and began walking away. The next day,
You gotta stay safe out the. Oh my gosh, you gotta stay safe out in these streets, bro. I'm telling you, man. Like, there's some creeps out there, man. I'm telling you, bro. Hitting in the shadows, man. Always gotta be careful. Hey, family, brothers and sisters. Again, I don't know if I should keep saying hey, brothers and sisters, or hey, family, brothers and sisters. I don't know. You know what I'm saying? I'm about to do some brainstorming with that, see what rolls off the tongue type shit. But yeah, and also, if you could, like, you're probably wondering, damn, he's okay, not stirring anymore. It's because I put my volume down. When I put my volume up, I can hear myself, which is good, but then I just hear myself repeating, and then I just, like, you know what I'm saying? It's kind of hard to speak when you're overhearing yourself, like, in that same moment. Anyways, there's a lock inside.
Decided to stream at the carnival. While walking through a crowd, I felt a tap on my shoulder and was shocked to see Zachariah looming over me with the biggest grin and a camera in his hand. Hey man, I was thinking about yesterday and all you said, and I really want to help you out. I noticed the camera you're using is pretty cheap, so I got us this camera.
That's weird.
I figured I could handle everything behind the camera while you just focus on being the star you are and entertaining. The word confused wasn't enough to describe how I felt in that moment. While this wasn't uncommon in Twitch streaming, I couldn't begin to understand how he found me or why he would spend $1,000 on a camera for someone he just met. But it was pretty obvious there was something off about this man, and I didn't want the situation to go on any further.
There has to be like alternative. Oh my gosh, I'm sorry. Like a different motive, bro. That's kind of sus, bro. You don't know this guy. He ain't paying you. Like, you're doing this for free? Come on, man. No one does that for free.
You're a creep, man. Oh, stay away from me. I walked away after that interaction, and when I got home, I quickly found the account that belonged to him, banned it from my page, and hoped that that was the last I'd ever see of Zachariah. But sadly, that wasn't the case. In the next few days, I saw Zachariah almost everywhere I went. He didn't speak to me, he didn't bother me, but he made sure I knew he was there, and something about that terrified me. One day, I went out grocery shopping, and when I turned a corner into the cereal section, my heart dropped as I spotted Zachariah in the parking lot walking towards the store. I immediately hurried to the checkout, paid for my stuff, got in the car, and locked the door. My heart raced, and I began breathing heavily, not understanding how this had become my life. Just then, I decided I'd had enough. I started the car and headed toward the police station, paranoia forcing my eyes to the rearview mirror every few seconds.
He's in the car.
Halfway there, I glanced back again and noticed a blue tarp in the back seat that definitely hadn't been there that morning. In pure confusion, I uttered under my breath,
"Chat, what do you do in that situation? You have two options. Either fight him before he knows that he's that he's there, or two, pretend you don't see him, pretend you're going home, but then really go in the police station or something." You know what I'm saying? I feel like that's the only two options, or else you're done. You know what I'm saying? He doesn't have the element of surprise anymore, so you have the advantage, but he's about to ruin it by saying hello.
What the fuck? Almost immediately, Zachariah jumped out from underneath the tarp and lunged for the wheel, taking us off-road and knocking me unconscious. I woke up a few minutes later, sat on an empty road to the faint sound of Zachariah's voice. He's finally waking up. Here we go, guys. Welcome all you Twitch viewers. We're live here on Devonshire HD. And first off, I just want to say a big thanks to all of you for tuning in to what we all hope is going to be one of the biggest channels on Twitch one day.
Okay.
But let's think about it for a second. Is our boy Matthew really the one to take this channel forward? Is he willing to do what it takes to get there? Because I offered resources. I offered time and talent. But what did he do? He ran. You ran from your dreams, Matt. Ran from this channel's destiny. Do you not want it, Matthew? This is crazy. Exactly. Hesitation. We can't have that now, can we? Zachariah reached into the car and pulled out a gun before pointing it at me. It's time to say goodbye, Matt. I got off the ground and lunged at him before he could pull the trigger. The gun fell out of his hand and I immediately picked it up and shot him in the leg. Out of the corner of my eye, I could see that my Twitch viewers had hit a surprisingly high amount. But after the shot, the stream was blocked and my channel was temporarily blocked. Oh, man, what the fuck? Are you insane? You said the gun wouldn't be loaded. What? You didn't pay me for this shit. The fear in Zachariah's eyes was evident, and as I walked closer, I could tell he was beginning to understand I truly meant it when I said I'd do whatever it took to be one of the biggest. Please, man, this is crazy. This is fucking crazy. You got what you wanted. The views are up. Everyone thinks you're a victim. You don't have to do this. I shot him in the head, and while I waited for the police to arrive, I honestly couldn't help but think out loud to myself, I wonder what the chat would be saying right now.
What the fuck? Fuck it, sorry too.
I sat frozen in my chair at home, sick with fear and disgust. watching his blood drip across the desktop in high definition, while chunks of skull and brain matter protruded from the gaping hole in his head. The chat was moving faster than I'd ever seen it, and while I knew he would do whatever it took to entertain, I never imagined he could have taken it this far. Someone was dead. My name is Steve Jonas, and before I left college in 2021, I grew up in one of those towns where everybody knew everyone, and the most interesting thing you could do as someone my age was go fishing. This was one of the many reasons I was so excited to get out and forget about everyone from the town as soon as I gained admission. In late 2022, however, word got around that my friend from back home, Daryl Collins, had started streaming on Twitch. And while I usually wouldn't have cared, Daryl had always been the type of guy who knew how to make heads turn. Back in high school, he was always pulling off the craziest stunts and pranks, and I think deep down, everyone knew he was too big for our small town, and it was only a matter of time before he did something like this. I decided to reach out and show my support. Hey man, heard you're getting into streaming? Pretty big move. I'm sure people back home are losing their minds. Yeah, man, you know how it is. We have the haters, but I don't really care. I feel like I was born for this. That's a good mindset right there. Honestly, man, inspirational. You are. I'll be supporting. In June 2023, Daryl announced he'd be hosting a month-long subathon on his channel. That's 1 month constantly streaming without turning off the camera even for a second. What's up, guys? Welcome back to the fucking channel. I hope everyone's good.
He's funny.
Now, chat, as you could already tell from the stream title, I'll be hosting a 1 month subathon. That pure, unfiltered, uncut entertainment for 1 whole month. Let's make some noise. He paused, hitting the soundboard with a smile before continuing. Now, I know what you're all thinking. Just another subathon. We've seen it a million times on a million channels. Blah, blah, blah. But no, guys. This one comes with a twist. I've put something together to really keep you guys engaged for the month. And while I won't tell you what it is, you guys can feel free to figure it out. All through the stream, there'll be little Easter eggs here and there for y'all. And if anyone can type out what it is in the chat before it's revealed, I promise $100 and I'll quit streaming. Yes, chat. That's how sure I am that this will blow your minds away.
Okay, confidence is key.
Hadn't even started, and I already knew Daryl was about to get what he wanted. I watched his announcement that morning and wished him the best before leaving for class. While I didn't have the time to keep up the entire month, I tuned in from time to time to see people's theories about his progress, and sure enough, his stunt had gained a little traction. One night at around 11 p.m., I decided to tune in before going to bed, and although Daryl was already asleep on stream, I noticed something pretty unusual. A lot of people in the chat seemed...
Before we continue, Loki is kind of like weird watching streamers like 24/7 type shit. If I'm just gonna be honest, like I'm dead ass like being honest, like watching them sleep, you know what I'm saying? Like good for the streamer, you know what I'm saying? They're getting paid to like do whatever they want and like, you know what I'm saying, entertain y'all and sleep. But that's kind of weird. I don't know. It's just like watching another grown man sleep.
Seemed to be anticipating something, with comments like, "It's time, guys. I'm telling you, it's a clue. Happens every night. It has to mean something. Pay attention to the window." The comments piqued my curiosity, and I stayed up to see what they had been talking about. And at around 1:30 a.m., I saw it. A shadowy figure that looked like a man made his way towards a window, stood eerily still, and watched Daryl sleep for about 30 minutes before leaving. The chat went crazy during this segment, wondering what it could mean or what the plan was with the strange man. I tuned in again the next morning, and it seemed the chat had presented their theories to Daryl about his big mystery, and a lot of them brought up the eerie man from the previous night. Daryl didn't have much to say about that, though, and ended up dismissing it pretty quickly.
What?
Chat, I don't know what y'all are talking about, but there's no man watching me in my sleep. That'd just be creepy and weird. Do better next time. Knowing Daryl, it was obvious he was lying, but even I was pretty excited for the big reveal that was going to happen in 3 days.
Oh shit, he might die.
I tuned in the night before the final day, however eager to see the resolution of the creepy guy at the window, and sure enough, he appeared. This time, however, he was doing more than standing still, and I excitedly watched as he opened Daryl's bedroom window, climbed into the room, and stood
What the
over his
fuck?
bed. The
What's a
man
mask?
lunged onto Daryl, who'd now woken up in fear, or at least what he wanted to think was fear. And after they struggled for a bit, the man pinned Daryl to the ground. pulled out two zip ties-
Bro. I don't know. I mean, it could be staged. It could be like, and people could think it's staged, but I don't know. Like, these are streamers, not actors, bro. I'm telling you.
restraining his arms and legs, and then proceeded to position him upright in his gaming chair. The stream wasn't supposed to end for another day, but everyone awake could tell that this was the big finale.
Hey man, what the fuck are you doing? What the fuck is this? Why, it's your big mystery, Daryl. Don't you see that? What? Hey guys, if you're watching this, please call the cops. I don't know this man. This isn't the mystery. This is real. Yes, guys, call the cops. Call the cops if you think this is real, chat.
The man let out a sinister laugh before rolling Daryl closer to the camera. At this point, Daryl's face and neck were the only things in view, and as tears began to form in his eyes, my concern grew slowly. I hesitantly reached for my phone to dial 911 as Daryl's pleas got louder.
Please don't do this, man. Please, please. Someone help.
911, how can I help?
I dropped my phone in shock as a deafening bang came through my speakers. Blood exploded all over the camera, and Daryl's head jerked back and forth. Shards of bone and pieces of his brain stuck out.
Bro, killers, like, really have no life, bro. Like, that's actually, like, annoying, bro. Like, you don't know this guy that we don't know, you know what I'm saying? That we know, but, he just came on, he just killed him for nothing, bro. You don't know him, he doesn't know you, like.
From the side of his head.
People are
And
weird.
for a horrifying second, his eyes stayed wide and empty. Then I watched as his head tilted slowly to the side and blood poured from it. After this, I could hear footsteps, and just as the man began to move the body, the screen cut to black and read, "This channel is temporarily unavailable."
Wow.
I could see it all through that narrow slit in the door. The screaming streamers that had lost their voices begging for their lives.
Streamer
The fresh
from?
blood that covered the floor, and the limbs that had been severed from the ones he'd killed before. This wasn't for content. This wasn't a movie. It was real life, and the day I thought I'd die in TwitchCon. My name is Lena Clark, and on November 13th, 2022, I attended my first TwitchCon. After 2 years of grinding just chatting streams in my bedroom, getting to see all my biggest inspirations in the same place as me really filled me with a sense of ambition and pride. Of course, I wasn't allowed in the same area as my idols, and was instead sat with the smaller up-and-coming streamers, one of which immediately caught my attention and ended up being assigned to the seat next to me. The person was dressed in a full-body white bear suit. It had a slightly oversized head that was tilted to the side, with dark glossy eyes that I believed functioned as his camera, fluffy paws, and the usual streaming backpack. All I could think to myself was,
Interesting.
Why is she grinning ear to ear, bro? Like, I don't know.
but
It
after
is
a few
interesting,
minutes
though.
of the
It
bear
is
sitting
interesting.
completely still and nothing but awkward silence between us, I decided to start a conversation.
Hey, I'm Lena. What's your name?
The suit turned to face me slowly, and a low, muffled voice came from inside. "You can call me Cody."
Pleasure meeting you, Cody. So, tell me, is it obvious it's my first time? I haven't stopped smiling. I think everyone's going to know I'm a
Okay.
newbie.
Not really. It's my first time too.
Oh, wow. So, you've just never been interested, or you're new to streaming?
No, I've been streaming for a while. I've just had my talents elsewhere. My fans begged me to come to Twitch. They said this is where the real target audience is. Despite the fact that something felt off about the man, I smiled politely and continued.
Oh, that's nice. So, what kind of content do you make?
Well, people. People are my content. There's nothing really more interesting if you ask me. Before I could ask what that meant, The lights dimmed for the opening keynote, and the whole crowd applauded as the Twitch CEO walked onto the stage.
Twitch is for you, for the creators with big dreams that can't afford Hollywood budgets but are born to entertain. This platform is about real connection and giving voices to those who have been shut out but deserve to have their voices heard. Those are the people I created Twitch for, and we exist to celebrate the best content from the best people. Thank you very much. That's all for me.
The crowd once again burst into applause and cheers, but beside me, Cody sat completely still before muttering under his breath,
Bullshit. I've only been on this godforsaken site for a short time, but I already see it. They ban anyone for the mildest expression of an opinion that doesn't match theirs. They don't honor real creators. They silence them, just like the rest of the world. But I'm gonna change that. I promise.
In that moment, I honestly couldn't tell if Cody had been talking to himself or me, but for some reason, I became suddenly aware of just how big the bear suit was. I ignored his little monologue and tried paying attention to the next person addressing us, but I'd been exhausted from traveling and ended up falling asleep.
Yeah, right, bro. Sleeping?
When I woke, Cody was gone. The seat beside me was empty, and the bear was nowhere in sight. Just then, I looked at my phone and saw a voice message from my friend Mark, who'd been working audio and visuals for the event.
Hey, come to the AV room beside the stage. Got something cool to show you before the next panel.
That's weird.
I slipped out of my row and slowly made my way to the room. As I got there, Mark was standing, waiting with a smile.
You're gonna love me for this.
Okay.
I got us passes to the private area. You know, where all the real celebrities are.
Excitedly, I ran into the dimly lit room with Mark, but as we stepped in, a piercing scream cut through the wall. We froze, not sure what we'd heard, but then came the next scream that confirmed it. People began shouting, and chaos erupted. Mark rushed to the door that gave us a view of the stage and slowly cracked it open. Although I was terrified to see what was causing those horrified screams, I slowly forced myself forward and peered through the crack beside him. My heart sank, and my stomach churned at the sight of the white bear standing in the middle of the crowd with fresh blood covering its fur.
Like, obviously, this is fake, but low-key, like, this is, like, let's just say this is, like, a different universe, you know what I'm saying? Like, this is another TwitchCon, you know what I'm saying? Like, this happened in the alternate universe, you know what I'm saying?
His paws were now
That's a fun way to look at
and
it.
in its manly hands it held a fire axe buried deep in the streamer's skull. The body twitched for a moment before going still. In horror, Mark jammed the door shut and locked it while I hurriedly backed away, hyperventilating and trying not to throw up.
What the fuck is going on, Mark?
I don't know, Lena. I don't. I'm calling 911.
While Mark called and spoke to the police, I once again peered through the narrow slit and was met
That's
by the
thumbnail.
horrific sight of Cody as he butchered one person after another. The axe rose and fell efficiently. Blood covered the floor and screams filled the room. The blinking red light from the camera in Cody's eyes reminded me that he'd been streaming the whole thing.
Nah, I actually hear stuff like that where people, I think it's called, like, smut films or something, where they record a POV of someone killing. It's disgusting. Or something like that. I don't know where it's being sold. This is all alleged, but, like, you know what I'm saying? That's crazy shit, right?
In its own way was a performance, entertainment for him and his sick fans.
That is sick. That's very
Eventually,
sick.
the screams died down, and everyone who had been attending was either long gone or dead, with the only exception being the bear. He stood still and looked around, almost like he was taking it in and getting the best angles. After that, he turned to the AV room, and my heart sank even further as he slowly made his way over towards the room, almost like he knew we'd been there all along.
Damn.
The big black eyes stared directly into mine, and in a monotone voice, almost like he'd been talking to chat, he spoke.
Hey guys, I hope you're enjoying the stream. Don't forget to gift and subscribe. See you later.
Wow. Crazy. That was a good video. Thanks for all for watching. New viewers, OG viewers, I appreciate all of you, and that is it. I will be recording a video, gameplay video later tonight, And yeah, this is just a warm up, you know what I'm saying, to get comfortable with the camera, me talking. As you can see, I stuttered a lot. So yeah, appreciate all of you guys coming in. And you know, Saturday we already have our special guest lined up, so don't worry. And yeah, great pineapples. I'll see you. Love y'all.